All right, everybody, welcome to episode 31 of Socito Live. Today you're going to learn how to send the right emails to your customer base so you can drive conversion. To me, I look at email as something that if you're using it right, it's the one tool that you can use to always make up your number, right? So if you're trying to shoot for a target of leads or opportunities or sales each month, you're kind of running behind. Your email marketing database is a great place to go because you own it. You obviously don't want to use it too much, but if you're using it in the right way, then you can make up your numbers. So here's the thing that Adam and I kind of realized here over the last 2 weeks. Last week, we sent an email to our marketing database, and we got a ton of leads from it. It was kind of a trial with the call to action. Right. We got 20 leads from it, and how many of those leads converted to an opportunity?
Well, 0 of them.
0. So we got a nice 20 leads. Unfortunately, none of them converted to an opportunity. Yeah. So we looked at that and kind of said, what's going on? What do we need to change? This week, we sent another email, same call to action around a trial, but how many leads did we get?
We got 10 leads from this one, but
10 leads.
It was the same conversion rate all the way down.
Okay.
We sent it to a different size segment in our database. Same exact conversion rate down into a trial.
Into a trial.
But our opportunity conversion rate went up to 25%.
Boom. So that's the key, is that what we changed in this email got us to the opportunity creation rate, so we were actually trading something for our sales team. So in this video, we're going to show you what we changed. I'm going to hop behind the camera and let Adam talk a little bit about what it was that we did in those emails so you guys can take a look. So Adam, what do you have here on this one?
Awesome. So this is the first email that we sent a couple of weeks ago. Now this is one that we've been sending for a while, and it always does fairly well in terms of email open rates. Is about 10-20% higher than our average kind of email open rates. Again, a good conversion rate into leads. So it's kind of our go-to when we need to make things up at the top of the funnel. Now, this one is all about kind of our platform and how artificial intelligence can help marketers find the right keywords and the right audience on social media without having to do a ton of manual research. And so we just sent this one out, and you'll notice a couple things in here. We have a nice little GIF that kind of plays in the email, so it's a little bit more eye-catching. And then we come down here and we go straight into a request a free trial call to action. Now it's kind of buried at the bottom of the email, but people were still coming down to it and requesting this call to action, which is great. But you'll notice here that the actual call to action is test it out for yourself, one of these audience templates, in a free trial. So it was very kind of end-user focused. It was one action that we just wanted people to take. It wasn't really about the benefits of the platform or even had a ton to do with the email itself. So what we found from our sales team was that even though there were good leads coming over the line, none of them were getting back in contact with us. Mm-hmm. They may have requested the trial, but they had no urgency to actually talk to one of our sales reps on the other end of the conversation.
Right. So this was the email that generated 20 leads, but no opportunities from those leads because we were basically asking our email database to just go sign up for the trial yourself.
That's right.
And they were probably on their mobile phones. They click on this big pink button. So we capture a lead, but they didn't really do anything down the road. And then when our sales team reached out, they maybe just didn't know who we were or kind of lost interest in it.
Exactly. And, we send these emails in the morning. People are obviously, the decay on emails, most of these actions happen within the first hour. So by the time our sales team was getting to these leads, too, it's a few hours later, people probably lost interest in this pretty small call to action.
Got it. So we had this email, we send it out, we get a ton of leads, we don't get any opportunities.
Yeah.
That was last week. What did we do this week to kind of change and address that problem?
Well, we made one really crucial change in the email itself. Again, a very similar, different storyline with our product, but still kind of in the same range of topics, talking about kind of now about the ongoing benefits of building a social audience online. And you'll find a couple things. One, we moved our free trial request further up in the email. So now this is the first thing that people see. It's above that kind of our image, which happened to be a video link in this email. So again, same conversions, pretty similar click-through rates and everything through this email. But you'll notice instead of just asking people to go play around with the tool on our platform, we're saying talk to one of our team of social media experts to understand why this is important for your B2B business. And then, of course, see how it works for yourself. So the impotence here is really about getting in touch with us because we have the expert information. So you want to talk to us after you clicked this button.
Interesting. So, it really comes down to like that small little change where we added basically one more sentence that said, hey, On this one, is the call to action different? Is it request a free trial versus the other one?
Still the same button.
Still the same button. So it's still request a free trial. It's just almost a half a sentence that we changed to, instead of saying go sign up on your own,
Right.
go play around with it, it was, hey, talk to our team of experts. And so when somebody clicks on this button, now they're expecting somebody to reach out. Is that right?
That's exactly right. And what we know from any landing page testing you've ever done or any conversion rate testing you've ever done is that the psychology of what someone expects to happen after they click that button or take that action is hugely important. So in that first email, right, people are expecting to just get access to a tool and be able to play around with it. And this one, the expectation is to talk to one of our team members. So of course the conversion rate's going to go up. Now, we did try one new thing with this email as well in our follow-up strategy. So as I mentioned, we send these in the morning. It's maybe a couple of hours before our team is reaching out to people. So we actually automated that first email that goes out from our sales reps. Exact same kind of text language email that they would have sent on their own a couple hours later. We just automated it to come out after they request this free trial to go ahead and sign up for a time to talk to us. And that's how we got a huge lift, too, in opportunity creation.
So that's actually really interesting because that's another pretty major change.
Yeah.
So on the first email, the one that we sent last week, we didn't do that automatic follow-up.
That's correct.
So there was a lag time in just how long it took for the sales rep to reach out. Now on this one, as soon as they click that button, how long do we wait until they get the email from the sales rep?
It takes about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So pretty quickly there.
So pretty quickly, they're in the mindset. They've clicked on this button. They've got the little primer text that said, hey, you're going to talk to one of our experts. And then 10 minutes later, they're getting an email that's basically automated from one of our sales team to reach out to them and schedule a time.
That's right. It's all still in the kind of same frame of reference within this context of the call to action that they're taking. And again, reaching out within real time is, of course, super important. But it's about the context, too, of, hey, we're going to reach out to you because you're going to want to talk to us for this free trial.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't want to throw you off here. Do you have an example of that email that we sent from the sales team, or is it going to take you a little time to find it?
I can dig it up real quick if you guys want to be real patient.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's find it. There we go. All righty.
So this is going to be the follow-up email that gets sent from the sales rep after a lead clicked on that button to request a free trial.
That's right, that's right. And so all of this is tokenized, which is why it looks a little funny in Marketo, but this will come straight from, let's say it's Becca, our sales rep, who this lead got assigned to. It'll come from Becca, reply to Becca, and it'll say, hey, this is Becca from Socito. You requested a free trial. I wanted to reach out a little bit more. Some best practices, some of our quick action, call to actions in the platform, and of course a link to her Calendly, so someone can just request and reserve some time right there in the email.
Got it. So this is an interesting email. So you've done it as a plain text email. So it looks like it's kind of coming from the sales rep itself. This is what they would naturally send. And there's two call to actions in this email. One is to click on the link and schedule a time. The other is to reply.
That's correct. Now, typically, I would recommend one call to action in an email. What we have seen with these, though, is that the majority of people will actually click on this Calendly link. So the question here is a little bit more of a primer for people.
Oh, interesting. So the majority of people are actually just clicking on the link to schedule a time.
That's correct.
That's funny because I've always wondered. It's like, when I get an email from a sales rep, I'm kind of like, I want you to do the work of finding a time, but it sounds like things are changing. People just kind of want to schedule it on their own.
It might be your personal preference there.
I guess so. Yeah. I'm like, hey, you're reaching out to me, man. You do the work.
Yeah, these types of emails we're using across multiple of our different channels for leads, and they really seem to work well for scheduling appointments. We've seen our appointment rate really go up.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, everybody. So if you are looking for ways to kind of boost your conversion on email, really use it as a tool. Think about priming them to get in touch with your sales team, and think about automating that email from your sales rep right after they click that button. Thanks so much for joining us today.